All right, man. I got other battles to watch, so we gonna get right into this. First thing I want to say is I am jealous of Official. Official, I know that you're gonna see this. Shout out to my girl Official. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here without Official. I wouldn't be here without Official. You know what I'm saying? My first interview I ever done, and we're gonna bring Official up now. But the reason I'm jealous of Official is simply because she was high as a song of it, boy. Official was high. When y'all go back on the app and you go back and watch this battle, I want y'all to pay attention to right before the second round start when the camera is focused on Jazz and Official like that. Official, you was high as a song a bit, and I'm jealous. But we're gonna get into this battle because this is a psychoanalysis breakdown. I cannot break down the bars because I just sat here on my phone and watched the battle. I don't write down bars when the battle going on. It literally just went off. And I hit the record button as soon as it went off. So this is what I got from the battle. Okay. Jazz has an amazing first round, but we got to get into why Jazz went first. Where's the coin flip? Where's all this stuff right here? When Jazz figures something out, she's a very intelligent person. She tends to stick with it. And I can't remember the exact battle off the top of my head, but there was one battle with Jazz. She breaks down and she does an interview. I think it's on 15 Minutes of Fame. But she breaks down why she decided to go first. From that, Jazz knew going first gains you the ultimate momentum if you are successful. And Jazz has supreme confidence that she will be successful in any round. Even if she loses, she has gained the confidence to be successful. So in my opinion, Jazz is going to try to go first in every battle that she does from now on. If you are a cerebral, intelligent person, you know this about Jazz from this point on. You should use this to your advantage. So where does this confidence come from Jazz? What was Jazz birthing momentum in battle rap? Jazz had only two advantages. She has three now. We're going to get into that in a little bit. Her two advantages were bars. Bars was her first advantage. But her second advantage was being managed by Norbs because Norbs instantly took her and threw her into the NBA. He threw her into the big league. When you have sat there, so like I would compare Jazz to John Jones in the UFC. John Jones John Jones fought Shogun Rua at the age of 24 years old, becoming the youngest UFC champion of all time. And from that point on, once you get the belt, every fight is big. So every Jazz the Rapper match is big. She has done the biggest stadium. She has been on the biggest stage. So when you get people coming into the game, I see this all the time, especially in boxing and mixed martial arts. You get a person on a roll and the fans love them and they're on a great momentum and they think that they can handle the super big stage like what they performed tonight, but you don't know until you get there. I've seen a lot of UFC fighters think because they're undefeated, they're on the rise, got new fans, they got new followers and stuff, and then they get to that big audience and they were like, I didn't think I was going to be nervous. I was nervous. I was a little shook. You don't know until you get there, but while you're figuring this out, Jazz is at home. Jazz is Bane in the third Batman movie of the Chris Nolan trilogy. Bane told Batman, you merely adopted the darkness. I was born in it. Jazz was born on the big stage. She's been on the big stage so much. So her confidence reigns supreme. And your confidence will reign supreme if you fix the only chink in your armor. Jazz had bars. That's it. Now, Jazz has stage performance. Jazz has amazing stage performance. Jazz don't have that, oh, you got bars, but you're moving a little bit better. No, Jazz has a true understanding as if she's in sync with her audience. This is major. This is major. This is when you know when to be gangster, when you be loud, when you know when to chill, when you know when to smirk, when you know when to kiss your opponent. Well, you know everything. I'm going to say this. Jazz has no weakness. That don't mean you can't lose. I'll tell you this type of person it would take to beat Jazz. But I'm going to tell you right now, Jazz the Rapper has zero weaknesses. There is no, I'm going to outperform you. Because if we do this like NBA 2K, Vixen is a 9.5 to 10 on performance. Jazz is a 9 to 9.5 on performance. when you're that close, but one person has better bars and one person has a true understanding and is totally cerebral and in sync with the audience. Now, I think the audience were biased. They were biased as F to Vixen in that first round. I thought the first round was a lot closer than what they had it. But even me, I don't care about the audience. Even me listening, just them two women, and Vixen still was putting on a major performance in the first round. I still edged that round to Jazz. I just don't like that it looks so far that Jazz easily beat her in the first round when it wasn't like this. It was more like this. Jazz won that round clearly, but she didn't blow Vixen out of the way. They wasn't giving Vixen a fair share, and she said a lot of bars that if y'all want me to do a real breakdown when I go down and watch this again and write the bars down, they was not giving Vixen her time to shine on that first round. The issue comes in the second round where Jazz pretty much leaves Earth because Jazz feels Jazz not going by the audience. Jazz going by like, okay, that was awesome. Vixen came like I thought she was going to come, but she still didn't beat me. So I was already confident. Now I'm even more confident. And then she dropped like nuclear bars, bro. Like only one, because I text this to somebody in the Battlerap community. Oh my God, I didn't think she was going to text me. Let me pull this up. One where I just had to just do the little Jazz face. What she say? She say, when she did the Dasher Dancer, well, Vixen was always fourth. That was nasty. That was just nasty. She came with one other one right after that. It was right. Like, that was nasty. It was like, one thing I noticed about Jazz is she has these big room shakers. Jazz has always been a big room shaker, kind of bar kind of person in her battles. And to be honest with you, I think she had a great first round, but I didn't see a room shaker. Second round, room shaker. She had like 3 room shakers. And I know, like, Vixen, I know the kind of delivery and what Vixen going to come with for a second round, but this is where the battle gets really, really bad for Vixen. Vixen, this is where you saw where Vixen let Jazz get to her. Wait, before we get into what Vixen let Jazz get to her on this point, it's another point that Vixen let Jazz get to her. It was very strategic of Jazz, and this is what I'm saying. Jazz be on another level when she battles. Jazz kept poking by calling Vixen white. We know Vixen biracial. You take a biracial person and you only say white bars about them. What you're doing is like you're like a bird pecking a tree. You're just pecking. You're just making them feel a little bit uncomfortable because a biracial person is like, that's a problem they have to deal with in life. So Jazz is just pecking her every single time she mentions and just says she's straight up white. She goes nuclear on the white stuff in the third round, but we talk about the first and the second round where Jazz does this. And that like is a cerebral, like really intelligent thing that Jazz does because it's going to throw you off in your performance. Just that alone. But the big thing Jazz did to throw Vixen off on her performance was when Jazz started her second round mocking how Vixen rapped. That would never work on somebody like me because Vixen should have listened to Jazz's friend Official. Official's biggest battle where she regrets is when she went against oh my God, I forgot her name. I'm not gonna record this over again, but somebody comment section type her name. The girl Charlie Clips dated, who's good at having a really personal round and breaking you down. When Official battled her years ago in the ring, Official felt bad that she lost that battle because she wasn't herself. She tried to do something that she didn't do. Once Jazz started the second round, go back and watch this on the app. Once Jazz started the second round and she mocked Vixen, Vixen starts her second round. And this is after Jazz has an amazing second round, after Jazz has haymakers, and then Jazz took her out of her element. Vixen has setups where she's supposed to go, don, but she didn't do it. She starts slowing up her round. Vixen, you did not write that like that. No, 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 no. I'm smart. You did not write that to deliver like that. You switched up your delivery because jazz got in your head, and you should never do that. Because for all y'all people, for all y'all battle rappers who may watch this right here, like if somebody cooking as good as Jazz, and even if you feel like you're gonna get 3-0, you still got one saving face. You want to get 3-0, or do you want to lose 3 rounds, but you gave an amazing effort? You gave an amazing performance. That's why I will always love Young Goddess. Young Goddess versus Miss Hustle, they already saying 3-0 and everything. Young Goddess gave everything she got. Jazz the rapper, 3-0 Young Goddess. You go back and look at Young Goddess round. You can't tell Young Goddess she ain't winning. She gave every effort, everything. That's what you want to be as a battle rapper. But Vixen, you watch this right here. I will debate you watching the battle with you. You let Jazz get in your head. You start saying your stuff completely different. And from that point on in the 3rd round, Jazz goes on to the white. They're announcing 3-0. Here is the absolute last proof that Vixen let Jazz get in her head. Vixen comes in the 3rd round and she says an amazing bar. The crowd loves it. They go crazy. After the crowd goes crazy, Vixen looks for Jazz for approval. You like that, though? But Free was hot. It's hot, huh? She asked her 3 times. 3 times. This is your opponent. Fuck your fucking approval. This is your opponent. Why you need Jazz approval? You was thinking Jazz won and Jazz knows she great. So since Jazz already beat me, I just want Jazz to just know that I'm kind of great. Just give me something, Jazz. No, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. 3-0 Jazz. What kind of battle rapper would it take to beat Jazz, who now has no weaknesses? We have to go back to the last person that clearly beat Jazz, which is Jazz is so smart. She made best friends with her. Official. Why did Official beat Jazz? Because Official knew she was going to match her in bars, but she was going to beat Jazz in intensity. But the biggest reason that made Official performance great was because Official was hungry. We need a person with a large amount of talent, but you're going to have to be hungry, because ain't no place you're going to have to look for Jazz weaknesses. So when someone has no weakness, the only way to beat them is to be better than them. In every minute category, you need to understand the audience that's in front of you, because Jazz does. You need to know how to interact with that audience with them. You need to know how to dust off when that person is really, really hot. Don't shake your head. Don't do all that shit. Don't give them nothing. Don't kiss up to them like Vixen did in the 3rd round. You got to come with the best of your ability. You got to be able to match Jazz in bars, but you got to be able to match Jazz in passion as well, too. I don't think that nobody's going to blow Jazz out. I think if Jazz loses, it's going to be a closer battle. But I think that if we do get someone who cares about the fundamental things that I said, you can get someone that can get a 2-1 over Jazz. But it's pretty good to see Jazz come into her own, and to see, I don't care if she has a vagina or you have a penis, just a human being correct such a flaw that they have. That is a non-factor. It is a 100% non-factor anymore. I can only tip my hat and salute to Jazz the rapper. I still love Vixen. Shout out to Vixen for, after doing her first round with Jazz and drinking that water. You know, when you go back and watch the video, she got to drink the water. And the booty is right down. Don't care. And look, let me tell y'all something else before I leave right here. Look, battle rapping ain't real to me. This is just performance. So when I see 2 women battling, Jazz is breaking down Vixen life like that, you know what I'm thinking? Oh, Vixen, come over here, you pretty little girl. Come on over here. Yeah, come on. Come on. Uncle John got you. Come on over. Let's lick those wounds, and y'all don't forget to subscribe to my channel.